first month payment
Those are the best types of
Cadillac
parts.
XT5 at Mount Kisco Cadillac. Makes us worth a trip from anywhere.
Okay.
MountKiscoCadillac.com.
Happy llama, sad llama, totally confused llama, super llama, drama llama, eating up another llama.
What?
I just want you to know. You want bacon?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Stop it.
How long has this been in the water? I mean, the car.
During our summer Jeep event, grab a whole lease on a 2019
Oh my God, I could die.
Can I preach? I gotta show 'em how I get it in. First, take your session, do your best, spend your money like money is. Oh, not too precious.
Yay! Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. Today I have a special guest, Yen. Yay! Yay! Alright, so today what we're going to be talking about is what our experience was like growing up with strict parents. My experience is obviously very different than Huyen's, but we're still going to talk about it. So, where's my phone?
It's right there.
Don't come for me like that.
Sorry.
We're going to start off from the bottom to the top. So, like, basically meaning like the last person who responded to the post, that's where we're going to start. So, if I have fun one night, I can't have fun the next day. So, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't really have that.
Okay. Anyways, so I can obviously, I can't obviously, but I can relate to that one just because my mom, if she thinks that like if I have fun on a Saturday, I can't have fun the next day. Also, I feel like her whole thing is just like you already went out once, you don't need to go out again, because it would mean that I'm not in the house as much, but. Obviously, when I was growing up, I didn't agree with that because all my friends would be going somewhere and then I wouldn't be able to go. Or if I went to one place and then they wanted to go out the next day, I wouldn't be able to, which was annoying. Or also, so you never related to having to leave a party early?
I mean, like, I did have to leave parties early, but, like, I was a bad child. So.
You were a bad or bad child?
A bad child.
How are you a bad child?
Like, I would come home later than I was supposed to.
When was this?
It was senior year. It was like after we had graduated. I was invited to like my very first party because I wasn't really invited to parties. So I stayed like 30, 45 minutes later than I was supposed to. Told my mom that my driver, my friend who was driving me home, missed our exit. So we got a little lost.
See, I'm not like that. See, I'm a good kid.
Whatever.
By the way, if it looks like I have lip gloss on right now, it's not. I just had a bag. I just had McDonald's. So it's a hash brown. It's the grease from the hash brown.
I don't think they need to know that.
It's the grease from the hash brown. But anyways, I was a good kid. You see, we have kids who are like Huyen, you know.
I was a pretty good kid. Besides
doing
that.
stuff, not listening or whatever. But anyways, those hoes for surely stunted my social development, even though I still turned out vocal. Do you think your social development is stunted?
I mean, I did it to myself. Like, I would, for like the first half of high school, I would stay in my room and play video games with my online friends.
So like really, 9th grade through?
They're like 10th, 11th, halfway through 11th.
Well, that's why I didn't know you.
Yeah, I'm not a very social person. Mm-hmm. I am social if I know you, but like, yeah. I also didn't feel like I had a lot of friends. Mm-hmm. That's changed now, obviously. Mm-hmm. But I didn't like going out. I also had like, I was also with Reed in that like, I couldn't really leave because like, I was so entrapped in that relationship.
Damn, we should totally do a relationship vlog. We should totally do that. Even though, you know, my relationships only last for a week, but I personally don't think my social development was stunted, but like, obviously I missed out on a lot of experiences that I could have been doing because I'm experiencing those things now in college, but definitely in high school, like, basically, like, the whole stereotype, like, what you should be doing in high school, I didn't do. I'm doing it now. You know what I mean?
Like going out.
Okay,
partying.
bitch. Yes. But I was partying in high school too. I just had like a curfew that I needed to be at.
I didn't like parties. I still not the biggest fan of parties unless I had like a good group of friends.
Well, like my parties, like they were more like quinceañeras and like sweet 16s and stuff, and like house parties. Like now,
I love the bat mitzvah circuit. I'll say that.
I got invited to one bat mitzvah and I never went. Let's talk about sleepovers.
Okay.
So, both me and Huyan can't necessarily relate to the whole sleepover aspect of having strict parents because we were both allowed to sleep over people's houses. It just depended on who that person was. So like for me, like my mom, she had to know the person before I slept over their house.
Me too.
And we both have like one of our closest friends, because it's 4 of us. One of our closest friends, like she's not allowed to sleep over like certain people's houses. Like I've known her since I was 7, but she's so my camera died. But anyways, so what were we were talking about? What the fuck were we talking about?
I don't fucking know.
Me either. I have a really bad memory. You'll get to know that about me.
I have a very bad short-term memory. Long-term, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, no, long-term is fine, but my short-term memory fucked up. So starting off with grades, my mom wasn't really like pressed about my grades. Like she wasn't the type of parent that like waited for my report card to come in the mail and be like, oh, why'd you get this, and like sit me down for it. Like I was in high school, you get your own report card. Like they don't really get mailed to you until it's like the school's over.
Yeah.
At least where we went to high school. But what was your experience like?
Oh, it's great.
The whole Asian stereotype.
So, my mom really pushed us for A's. You know how when you're little, you get rewarded for getting A's, right? We would only get rewarded if we got straight A's. So we got straight A's, we got to go to Dairy Queen and like have a blizzard or something. So we'd like walk as a family, go to Dairy Queen. But like when I got older, that stopped happening. And then like if I got a B or on something, I'd get yelled at until I cried. And the funny thing is, like, one of her boyfriends ex-boyfriends recently told me, oh yeah, like once your mom was like yelling at you and you were crying, and I like talked to her afterwards and I was like, oh, like why are you being so hard on her? Like what did you get in high school? And she's like, I got C's, but don't tell her.
But look where she is now.
Yeah, we're on our way to my college.
No, I'm saying look where she is now. Like your mom.
She's a lot better about it.
I'm tired of this bitch interrupting my video. Like she really about to get slapped.
She's gotten a lot better at it. She's happy with the things I've been doing, and like she knows that I push myself a lot.
Yeah.
And that college is hard. So
see, like I push myself a lot, and like if anything, my mom's the type of mom to be like, oh no, like go to bed, like you look so tired, like go to sleep. Like
I think my mom's gotten a lot better at that.
Yeah.
She realizes like how much stress and anxiety I'm on. So like
my mom's the type of person to be like, why did you go to college if you can't handle the stress, like this, that, like kind of shit. Because during school, like I'm so stressed the fuck out, and I know she is. You kind of do it to yourself though.
I have a lot of extracurriculars this year. I think I'm gonna drop a class.
Yeah, you need to do something because your schedule looking a little tight, crazy.
Use the right lane to take exit 23 to merge onto I-787 toward Tri.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm gonna knock her out. Are we getting off?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
we're getting onto a different highway.
Oh, love that. We've been on the road.
Then keep left.
Yo, this bitch is really. Oh yeah, and this bitch is really trying me. Like I can't. Oh my god.
Use the left 2 lanes to keep left to merge onto I-787
Give it
north
a
toward
minute.
Tri.
It always does this whenever you merge onto a new highway.
So I'm gonna finish up this video because there's been a lot of thingies going on. So let's do this. We can do. Someone said I had a bedtime till junior year of high school, and my mom would come and check. So we already talked about this, where Huyen has the ability to put her Yogi Bo in the bed in order to make it look like she's actually there when I can't do that. Like my mom, she's the type to pull like my spread back and be like like are you in this bed or are you not? But oh, that looks so cool over there. So did you have a bedtime in junior year?
Me?
Yeah.
I was always really good about going to bed, so my mom didn't really worry. Like, if I was up at, like, 12, then she told me to go to bed. But, like, besides that, she knew. Because, like, I would get to school, like, an hour and a half before.
Yeah.
So, like,
oh, yeah,
it wasn't
you were
really...
in band.
Yeah, so it wasn't, like, a big deal. She knew I, like, had a certain sleep schedule.
Yeah.
She knows I get tired really easily. Everyone knows that.
Yeah. So, my sleep schedule was, like, until... Like, I went to bed no later than 11:30. Like, there were obviously some nights I went to bed at, like, 12. And then I would be waking up at, like, 6 o'clock and be completely dead. But it wasn't too bad. Like, I ended with a 3
Stay
point...
in the left 2 lanes.
Sorry.
Yo, I'm really fuck her up. Like, she keep interrupting me, y'all. I think she got beef with me. Something. I just can't. Like, I feel mad disrespect. But, anyways, are you getting off here?
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, so my bedtime, like, the only time that my mom would get frustrated if I was on the phone.
Oh, shit, I'm on the wrong one.
What do you mean?
I was supposed to go straight.
But she told you to get off, like, no.
I thought you did too, but it's fine.
It's okay. Good thing about GPS, you can fuck up and it'll reroute you. But yeah, oh, we're going to Boston.
No, we're not.
But my bedtime, it wasn't like, my mom just didn't want me on the phone if she knew that I had more homework to do. So it was like, it's either you're doing your homework or you're on the phone. So I had to choose one, and there were times when my mom was like, no, hang up. Like, you need to get off the phone. And I was like, so I hung up, right?
Yeah.
But then I would call my friends back. Sorry, Mom, I had to. It helped me focus.
Use the right lane to take exit 7 onto Washington Avenue toward Rensselaer.
Alright, last one. My curfew being before the
Take the
party.
exit. Then
Yo!
turn left onto Washington Avenue.
This bitch! So I'm gonna say before this host start talking again. My curfew being before the time.
Use the left lane to turn onto Washington Avenue.
My curfew being before the time the party even starts. So I never necessarily had to deal with this. My thing was just always having to leave the party earlier. I thought the camera was out. I was always just worried about, like, getting to the party. Like, just say the party started at 9 o'clock, which they start at 10 now. I would have to be home at, like my curfew was 10 o'clock in junior year. Oh, fuck!
I really tried.
Why do you turn so sharply?
The turns are sharp.
Alright, you know what?
I don't think we should do it until we get out to regular shit.
You know what? This is what the fuck is gonna happen. My curfew was at 10:30. Okay? So I would end up leaving like an hour or 2 hours before the party actually ended, which kind of sucked. I feel like we didn't have to deal with that, but I definitely did. Like, it's better now and everything like that.
Go to parties.
Yeah, she didn't go. Her social development was a little stunted. Just a teensy bit. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this video short because there's a whole bunch of shit happening. We went to tolls that fucked us over. I'm type broke, and she turning mad sharply. My camera gonna get fucked up. So anyways, period poo, sis. This is it. I'm out. I will see you all later. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Goodbye.